Hey folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes day by day. Thanks for being here. Today's the 19th of May. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you who come and watch. I do the best I can. I hope you get something out of it. As I continue my daily journey through this game that we started playing this account back in late April, early May. So we just went over, so we've been over the 2-year mark a little bit. This was originally intended to be a free-to-play account, and then they bought these things called Lightspeed bundles, and we bought a few. We didn't buy nearly as many as my Hyperlight, but suffice to say, CG has gotten quite a chunk of change out of me. Anyway, in this video, we're going to go through. So yesterday on the free-to-play video, I went and did hey, this is what I've accomplished, a retrospective for the uninitiated, and I spent about 2 months there, but it's fine. Kind of want to do the same thing here, but we're going to go, and before I do that, we're going to jump into the account and get our farming done so we can start recouping what needs to be recouped. And do I want to farm? Let's go get some Finnick. Start with Finnick. Fortunately, we didn't get any Finnick. We got the Extinction Bomber instead, which is go and get a little Shakti maybe. Could buy her. But that's fine. It's fine. All right, so where we are is we've so working on our guy Plo, and these are the characters that I have left that I want to do before we go for Leia. There's GK, who you're like, he's a fleet commander. That's the reason why he's here, and I haven't got him up. Plo Koon is behind me. There he is, right there over my head. And R2, who is one of the Leia requirements. Then Boosh, because she's Boosh. Kelron, Jedi Vanguard, and other stuff. Barasavi, Jedi Vanguard. Ayla Secura, Jedi Vanguard. And then we'll come back and put Captain Drogon, who's a Leia requirement. Lobot, Leia requirement. Scout Trooper, Leia requirement. Hermit Yoda. Jedi Knight Luke requirement. Shakti, Jedi Vanguard, and Darth Malik. I'm going to want all of them done, and by done I just mean Relic 1, or in the case of the Leia requirements, to whatever level the Leia requirements they need to be at. Because we are going to head in that direction. And then after that, we're going to shift and go in another direction, but we're not there yet. Actually, quite a ways away. And what I've decided to do is start getting stuff off the list. And so that's that. And then we move on to, and we'll just, I guess we'll come down here, and I'm not sure why I finished with that, but that's fine because he's at Gear 12 now. Which is good. Didn't know that was going to happen like that, but it's fine. Can we push everybody into relics? Of course not. I knew that was going to happen. We're hurting for whatever that is. And yes, I still haven't recouped my supply of. I still haven't recouped my supply of megas. We've just been like for however long we've just been sort of bleeding on megas, and it hasn't been a fun experience, to say the least. But we finish up here farming the shop rods. And then we're going to go in. We've been farming signal data. We are 500 is a good starting point, and then I'm going to kind of bring everything else up to 500, and then we'll move on after that. And, get to where we need to be. How many, why do I keep clicking on that? I don't know. How many mods do I have? We got room. I don't think we need a whole lot of anything right now. But it's good to know we have room if we need it. And then, excuse me. What else do we need? We need it. And then let's do the challenges, get the challenges out of the way. And then we'll do, as soon as we get everything pretty much done, then we'll do I want to say reset, but it's not we're resetting, but we are, I guess, taking stock is maybe a better way to put it, of the account in case you're newer to the channel. Just want to do an overview real quick so you can see where we are. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of head scratching because that's what happens all the time. But here we go. 500 first. 500 first, not a lot. We're still working on pilots. We don't have, obviously we have Echo, but it's not exactly a priority for us. No bad batch to speak of at all. Anywhere, basically. But for Naboo is, we have teams, this is the 3-person team that I've been using the whole time. This is an ancillary one that I use just in case I want to sort of build my score up a little bit more. And you can see that a couple, a lot of folks that we're still working on are gonna help this going forward, but we're doing it because they're Vanguard, who we'll talk about a little bit more. A little bit. We have the Executor. So I didn't buy any these bounty hunters. These bounty hunters I did totally on my own. And yeah. Clone Troopers, we talked about this already. Droids, I don't think. So these two we didn't buy. This one we did because we have bought the Shadows of the Empire. And we did buy the Radis bundle, the pack for the ship to Radis. So that's why we have T3 and 4. Empire-wise, we've bought nothing here. Everything that I've done is, I keep forgetting about Imperial Probe Droids. We did buy Imperial Probe Droid, but nothing else. Always Imperial Probe Droid. The only Ewok we bought is Nisa, and we had her at Q12, and then we just bought the pack with her and Leia to get her It's a gear. It's a Relic 5, but everybody else we've done ourselves. First Order, we've not bought any of First Order, so in case you're wondering. Nobody in here that we've bought. There's nobody in here that we've bought at all. Everybody in here is a Relic 1 or Relic 3, and we've not bought anybody in here. We've also not bought Geos, in case you're wondering. Gungans, of course, we've not touched at all because we've not bought any HUD cartel. So we're not on our way to Java in the background. Don't have any remnant. Troopers are just where they are because I have troopers. Inquisitors we haven't touched at all. Jawas have not touched. Jedi. So I did buy the Revan bundle, both of the Revan bundles, so that's the reason I have Bastila and Jolie here at Relic 3. I also bought Ian Juhani. I also bought the Shadows of the Empire bundle. That's the reason why you see Old Ben, Ezra, and Kanan and Relic 3. Jedi Vanguard, as I talked about before, is something we're working on. We're working towards Plo, Killaron, Embarrass, Ava Sakura, and Shakti. At some point, we may go back and do Kit Fisto and some Gundai and these costs. We're just not there yet because I don't know. Here, aside from Candace, Candace and Sabine, we did buy 2 Relic 3, but other than that, no. Nothing here that you haven't seen already. There's the Old Republic Bounty Hunters and not a whole lot to see at all. Night Sisters, we did not buy these. We did this on our own. Totally 100% on our own. That was quite a journey that I did last year. You mentioned the Old Republic. We're heading towards Revan. We're just not. We're doing everybody else, and then we're doing Malik as we finish up. Phoenix, I mentioned I bought, aside from Rex, I bought the Shadows of the Empire. Rex, we did not. Pirates just came out, so no movement there. Rebels. CLS team, we did all on our own. But the Hoth bundle, so that's why we have Rolo and Cholo or Captain Han. And then everybody else is pretty much just Shadows of the Empire stuff. Rebel Fighters, nothing to speak of at all. Resistance. I thought I bought a fleet. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't buy the Redis bundle. Okay. No movement on Rogue One. Scoundrels are, everything I've talked about already. It's not developed really at all. Seps we have bought. We didn't buy any of these Seps. These are all, everything in here we've done ourselves, which is basically just Newt and Asajj. Sith, we've not bought any Sith at all. Everybody in here is somebody that we've done on our own. Sith Empire, we're heading that way. We're building a Sith Empire team with Malak as the cornerstone, but we're a little bit away from it still. Smugglers, nothing to speak of. Spectre, of course, nothing to speak of. Tuscans I did buy. So, you can see what we spent on this account is not very much. We bought two $10 packs for Revan. So $20. We bought the Shadows of the Empire thing. And is that it? Is that it? Because the Old Republic stuff was $10 each. The Shadows of the Empire was $10 each. Is that it? Have we only spent $30 on this account? I've only spent $30 on this account. I just realized that. I wasn't really keeping. So we've only ever spent $30 on this account, I think. Because we didn't hyperdrive it. And we've only bought 3 packs ever. We bought the Shadows of the Empire and the 2 Revan bundles. That's it. I don't know how much weight those 2 factions add, but we're at 4.69 million. We're meandering our way, I guess is the best way to say it, to Leia. She's still our first GL that we're going to have. But we're still quite a bit away. And what do I mean by quite a bit? Well, finishing everybody, you see on the screen, so Drunken Elby, Plo Koon, who's behind me, R2, Boosh, Kelleran, Barriss, Ayla, Captain Drogon, who's now under me, Lobot, Scout Trooper, Hermit Yoda, Shakti, and then Darth Malak. So, we do have quite a bit to go still. And then I think I have this set up on. Don't I have it anywhere? I don't know if you can hear the sirens, but they're there. Anyway, there's this. I have this on my accounts. We have one. We have Duel of the Fates. We have an assault battle team with Sith. That obviously I do need some Zetas, and I probably need Omicrons for these 2, and I don't know. This team could be done, but I mean, we'll probably leave it because we don't need to work on it because it's all Gear 12. It's fine. It's functional. It works. Then we have this. We're working on Finnick. Now we do need a Omicron and a Zeta for Zam. This is done. This is done. This is done. We'll have to, Wicket will have to come to 3. Wicket and Chirpa will have to come up for Leia and Nisa. And then, we're doing this too. And then we're, soon we hope to go for Mandalore, put this together and, just other stuff. But and then you look down here and you saw Plo, and he's down here for the Starkiller team. We're going to, Visa Smart is way down the list, so, we have a long way to go, but I think from what you're seeing is everybody I'm going to ring Kelleran up because we're going to need him because he's at a Vanguard. Hopefully we'll be able to use him. My guild is no longer doing GOTB, so I don't need to worry about them because we already have Watt. I do. This team, if I might put it together for GSC, might improve it more. I don't know. This team I do want for Conquest. So we'll probably be bringing them up. We'll be putting together a Conquest, but ultimately, if you've been following my channel, you know how Conquest driven I am. And so that's why we have some Conquest teams in here that we're not really, we're headed towards, but we need to get Leia first, because once we get Leia, it'll be really good. And I do, but we're headed slowly, if you're wondering. It's not fast. You've spent $30 on Lightspeed bundles, and in the grand scheme of things, that's barely anything. Because on my Hyperlight I'm not sure if you see the video, I realize that I've spent probably way too much on Lightspeed bundles. On some stuff that I'm not sure that I did, and don't really have a lot to show for it. So I was like, while I'm doing that, I was kind of like, should I have bought this? And of course, hindsight is always 20/20. You're always like, maybe not. But at some point, you just gotta have faith that everything's gonna work out, and you just gotta move on, keep pressing forward, and try not to make the same mistakes you made yesterday, and keep moving forward. And that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm being slow and intentional, and probably not going at near the pace that everybody else wants to go. And I do that intentionally on purpose, and because there's a method to everything I'm doing. And we're just heading in a direction, and we'll get there. I wish we already had Leia, but I have a very definitive idea of what I want this account to look like, and so I'm not in a rush to get to Ledge because she's there. We'll be there in tomorrow. As I like to say, just not the tomorrow following this one. It'll be Sama, but we'll be there before you know it. So if you're worried about it, or don't be, because we'll be there some tomorrow. It's just not the one after today, probably. Anyway, that's all I get to talk about. We signed up for GAC. I got to sign up for this thing. I keep forgetting it. I hope I did that on my other account. I don't think I did now. People are probably going to boot me out of the guild because that's what people do. But anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate all of your time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. As always, God bless. Hold the line. Remember that I have friends everywhere. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.